Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Indians combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-1. The Kansas City Royals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Rays 2-1. The Minnesota Twins totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-6. Jose Abreu added 3 RBIs to his total, helping the White Sox to defeat the Pirates 4-3. The Red Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-3. The Phils combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-1. Luis Valbuena picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame as the Angels disposed of Houston 6-5. He is currently among the AL leaders in on-base percentage. The Mariners got 18 hits as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 14-4. Julio Teheran got his 3rd win this season, leading the Braves past the Cubs 6-4. Miguel Rojas had 3 hits on the day, leading the Fish to a win over the Dodgers 1-0. The Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-3. The New York Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-4. Travis Shaw was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Brewers pushed past the Diamondbacks 7-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Padres allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-4. Jose Peraza swung the bat well with 3 hits, helping Cincinnati get a victory over the Giants 6-5. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
River from Windsor, Ontario. We're in downtown Detroit at lovely Comerica Park. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Matt Boyd gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Standing in, Francisco Lindor. He will lead this one off today.
Francisco Lindor.
First offering on its way. And look out. Boy, an auspicious way to begin our ball game here this afternoon. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Striding in for the Indians, Jason Kipnis, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Now batting, Jose Ramirez comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer that winds up foul. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
Count 2-1.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Carlos Carrasco is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, Carlos Carrasco, power arm, big time slider, great velocity, 94 to 96 miles an hour. But the powerhouse slider is his signature pitch. Has a changeup, but if he has that good slider, he could be really, really tough to hit.
Next up for Detroit, Jose Iglesias. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Popped him up. Gomes has a play. 1 out. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Next for the Tigers, Mikey Matuk. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's gone 3 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Carrasco pauses. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still no score. Edwin Encarnacion now comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Well, that's a great take there right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Adducci has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond, from outfield to third base, and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
Stepping into the box, Michael Brantley, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's gone 4 for 9. 1-0 count. Here it is. Count now a ball and a strike. Brantley stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Batting sixth, first baseman number 7, Eric Thames.
Stepping up now, Eric Thames. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nick Castellanos now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Here comes the first pitch. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And that's out number 1.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's got 8 hits in 42 ABs. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Martinez is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. This is line to left. Brentwood is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll move to the third with no score. A nice aerial view of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Comerica Park. Now at the plate, Norman Payne. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start for the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First offering on its way. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
In now for Cleveland, Rajai Davis. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Davis is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Runner goes for second. In the dirt here. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 264 is average entering play. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ball 2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So a good job there of taking third unannounced. But meanwhile, the strikeout means 2 men are gone now. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Grounder down the line at third. Jones takes it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now to the plate, James McCann, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into very shallow right. Payne is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Alexi Amarista.
Into the box, Alexi Amarista, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. A high fastball is in there. The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he misses again. Ball 3. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch. Missed with a slider.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Popped him up. Thames over to his left, and he'll reach first safely. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. A 1 pitch on its way. And a changeup right down the middle.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Gomes has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready for another chance? Jason Kipnis as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
In there, 3-1.
Down to 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And he misses with it, 1-1.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Kipnis gets his lead at first, nobody out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Castellanos is there. He's got it one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Edwin.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Edwin Encarnacion. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First offering on its way. A changeup over the inside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 delivery. Just missing here, 2-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Standing in now, Eric Thames, pulled toward right center field. Adducci is after it. And that ends the inning. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
Miguel Cabrera.
He's set. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Brantley. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. Nick Castellanos now 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Comes set and the 0-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Castellanos, a runner at second with one away. And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. Once again, a 3-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Into the box, Jim Adduci, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Kipnis charging this one. Throw, got him by a step. Would have been a run if he'd beat it out, but the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. They still trail 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Norman Payne. He drew a walk his first time up.
Right fielder, Norman Payne.
First pitch on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rajai Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. One run, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Misses, ball 2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's another 2-2. On the move again from first. In the dirt, and now let's see. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Another full count offering on its way. Runner's on his way to third. Tapper up the line. Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner's back. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Runner goes for third. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play, but he is in there with 1 away. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Hit high and deep to right center. Castellanos on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 92, Kirby St. John.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Jones is up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Man at second here with 2 away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's set, and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Amarista, and the throw from shallow right in time at first, and the inning will come to an end. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Middle of the afternoon in Motown. It's now 2-0 Indians. Off the inning, James McCann, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lays off 1-0. The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis is there. 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Digging in to try it again, Alexi Amarista reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Davis moving in, reaches out. Oh no, he dropped it.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Heading out towards shallow right. Payne is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Carrasco pauses. Here's the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Amarista, the runner at first with 2 gone. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Skied into straightaway right. Kipnis ranging into shallow right. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Tigers leave 1. They're down 2-0. Striding in once again, Jose Ramirez. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
The 1-0 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Lifted down the line in left. Mata giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. One out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Up next for Cleveland.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
In now, Eric Thames.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Three and 0, here it is. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw won't get him.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next bit?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. As a look, now the pitch. Here's a strike. The 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Iglesias is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Indians strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
Fans ages 21 and older, you'll want to make plans this offseason to participate in one of the 2 Tigers fantasy camps. The camps are located in the Tigers' winter home in Lake. In this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For more information on Tigers fantasy camps, visit us online.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1. Two and 0 to the Tigers left fielder.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
And a full count, 3-2 for Mikey Matu. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. Got him, and that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Digging in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty. One man out. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Miguel Cabrera goes down for the second out here in the bottom half.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail things here 2-0. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Ready for another shot now. Rajay Davis. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. First pitch of the at-bat. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Jones comes up with it. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Number 8, Yan Gomes.
Digging in and looking for more, Yan Gomes. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos has it in his sights, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Lifted down the line in left. Mata sprinting after it, and the inning is over. Just a 4-pitch inning there as the Indians go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Ready once again, Victor Martinez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Martinez waiting for the 2-0 pitch, and he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off, got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Martinez in front with a 3-1 count. Jim Adduci is on deck. Into the corner and slicing foul. set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
First pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-0 home is a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Nobody out, runner on first. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Digging in to try it again, James McCann. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
He's set. Here it comes. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. The 1-1 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. There's one on to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Ready for another chance? Alexi Amarista and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider down low for a strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Behind 0-2 now. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Payne moves over. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Two out with the man at first. Popped him up. Just foul. Missed with a slider.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. Cleveland's out in front, 2-1. Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Kipnis will take the turn and head for second now. Digging hard. He's headed for third. The relay, and Kipnis is into third base with a triple. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Kipnis, the runner at third with no outs. Popped him up. Cabrera is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter,
Edwin Encarnacion now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Here's Michael Brantley, as he'll take a look at ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and that's too high. Ball 2.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Adducci is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Indians leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher to tell you about. It's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006. The 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now the pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. The 0-1 on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Kipnis over to his right. 1 out. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Next for the Tigers, Mikey Mata, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause of this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's gone 4 for 9. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to short. Lindor from the outfield grass. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Our score remains 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Thames. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And right into the shift. Cabrera's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder, Norman Cain.
Digging in the switch hitter, Norman Cain. A couple of walks for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Amarista's got it. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, center fielder, Rajay Davis.
Here's Rajay Davis now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Flares this one over toward first. But there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Cody Allen comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Nick Castellanos now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
Nope.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. count leverage, look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. The bouncer to the left side. Ramirez is there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Next up for Detroit, Jim Adduci. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Allen's ready. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Allen has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really 2 good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Stepping into the box, James McCann. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball is in there for strike 1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Kipnis ranging to his right. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Indians took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Carlos Carrasco earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Cody Allen closes the door for the save, his 14th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.